The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent. How you guys doing?
DropTop. Zaza.
Okay.
We gon' pull up in some Tahoes. Fill with my niggas and bitches. They don't get money, the motto. Shredding waves like I'm Otto.
What's up? Damn, my bad. What's up?
I say what's up? Man, sit your ass down.
We're back with another new episode of the StyleBeasting podcast, episode 86. Yeah, 86. I don't know why I keep doing that. I gotta stop doing that. But yeah, 86. With the new vibrant feeling of outdoors, it's starting to get warm outside. And with it getting warm, and when it's like, the warmer it gets, the better it gets for me, personally, because it's getting closer to spring and get closer to summer. That means a lot more stuff is going to be happening. A lot more fun's going to be out, because when it's cold, nobody wants to come outside. Nobody wants to come outside and do shit. So with it being warmer in springtime, everybody wants to come out and enjoy stuff. And there's a bunch of tours and festivals happening probably, and a whole bunch of outdoor events. So it's always a good time for the spring and summer. And with spring and summer coming, it's suns out, buns out, or ass out, either way. And if you know me, I'm a big advocate on ass out women wise. Not judging anybody if you like men or both. I'm talking for me personally. But yeah, I feel like it's gonna be way more ass out than last year. And I know it's like weird that you can measure how much ass was out, but visually you can tell how much ass has been out.
Very naughty.
Trust me. And I think it's gonna be fine. I think this summer's gonna be really good. I think a lot of stuff is changed since last year, so there's gonna be a lot more fun to be had, and a lot more discipline too, because now that it's getting warmer, I can finally get back on my morning jogs and exercises. But I didn't mind working out when last year around this time. It felt great to get like a good workout in. I felt good, really, because I would do it like 7 in the morning, do like at least a good 45-minute workout, like 3 to 4 days out the week, then go about my day. And I would do it when the days I'm off work in the mornings, because I work 2 jobs. But yeah, I felt really great working out. I understand what people say is going out and exercising builds, I don't know if it's character or it builds something within yourself that, oh shit, yeah, I can do this. I can like persevere through it and get better. And with that, I'm definitely I fully supported that. And I've definitely felt better when I was working out. But it was just like, bro, it's so fucking cold. It was bad cold. Like, I know my people from North Carolina understand how cold it was, but because nigga, there was times where I was like, man, I'm about to do this jog. I look outside, nigga, it's white out. And I'm like, ugh, I'm definitely not trying to work out in fucking snow or fucking frostbite ass weather. A good, decent weight size, and hopefully I get off this mess and on this checkup, because I go back to the doctor this week and my sugar drastically went down, and hopefully it went down enough so I won't have to take it, or to the point where I just had to take pills. And I know I said this like a couple months ago, but I'm gonna keep repeating it because diabetes is something I'm living with and I'm trying to get better with. And I've actually chilled out. I drink a lot more water. I eating a lot more fruits and vegetables, even though I still eat what I normally eat. It's on a lot less consumption as it normally has been, which in a grand scheme of things is what is truly wanted in the whole diabetes, is to change your diet and to change your diet to a point where it's not hurting your livelihood, because like I said, diabetes is not permanent. It's only permanent if you make it permanent.
Yes, sir.
But aside from me being a fake ass doctor, I'm still taking my driver's test. I'm due for my next one this week. So hopefully this one is the one, or I get to move on to the next step of driving. And I know I have to take the written test again. I just worry about driving, which I'm still practicing on the road ever so often, and I'm realizing that I think I got this. I've been in situations where I had to like use my head when it comes to driving. I'm like, okay, last year Delton Wall wouldn't be able to assess this situation and analyze and handle it in a correct way. But not saying that within these couple months I'm like the best driver ever, but I seen enough and been in the car long enough to like, okay, now I can have to assess the situation if I'm gonna be driving by myself. So is every little step that I'm taking to better improve myself and getting this license to definitely like go on trips, because I saw this Mardi Gras festival when they had theirs, bro. They get wild in Mardi Gras, and I'm definitely trying to go out there, license and all. So
We coming for you, nigga.
because I saw some shit that they were doing, and I was like, yo, there's definitely some road trips in the fucking future for me. And I think sitting back and assessing my life and my, I want to say, thought patterns. Me having my license and driving like when I was like 21 or 22 or whatever would have been a major flaw and major fuck up for me personally, because I think of my dick a lot, like a lot, and me having a car and me being able to get the hoes and like go to places where the hoes at, it's like I wouldn't purposely put myself in a situation where I get set up by an Addy dropper or some shit like that. It's just like if somebody's like, oh shoot, yo, the hoes at this party, I'm flying, like let's go. And I think that's something I had to learn growing up. Like, hey, maybe I need to be a little bit wiser. And thankfully, God, I am a little bit wiser. Because if not, I would have been not in situations where I'd be dead at, but I definitely would have been in like, well, no, I probably wouldn't have a kid. I ain't gonna lie. Probably wouldn't have a kid, to be real with you. But I definitely would have been where the hoes at like a good portion of the time. And there was nothing wrong with me. Well, there's nothing wrong with, there is something wrong with thinking with your dick all the time. Sometimes it's not bad, but all the time is definitely detrimental to your health. Trust, believe. And it doesn't get spoken enough that the lack of pussy, not getting any pussy at all, is like horrendous to the man's psyche. I know that sounds stupid, childish, but it's like a real thing. Like if you ever been a man who got pussy like probably once and then didn't get it within 5 years, you're like, God damn, nigga. Like, damn.
Now, isn't that just prime?
And I'm not talking about, oh, you do some creep shit and like, but I'm just like, you just haven't had sex in like a couple years. Or if you haven't had sex at all and you're like, God damn. And like, it's a weird dynamic, because not having any pussy is not be able to get pussy and not having it all is basically the same thing in my eyes. And I'm not judging men who can't or go periods where they're in a dry spell, because trust and believe me, I was in a dry spell for like 7 years. So I'm not judging niggas who go through dry spells, because I'm not Mr. Hoes, so I don't get that many. What? And I'm not calling all women hoes. I'm just saying that I'm just speaking, like Cat Williams said. I'm just speaking about everybody. So I don't, because I don't know your names. So yeah, I won't say. Damn it, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not down. Damn, I'm not punching down on anybody. I'm just saying, like, not many men get pussy out here. Trust, believe me. I'm not even gonna sit here and just be sugarcoated. Not a lot get any, but sometimes maybe don't need pussy a lot. And that's another thing that doesn't get spoken a lot too. That sometimes too much of a good thing is a bad thing, and having too much pussy is like, I want to say you become consumed by it, figuratively, not literally. And it's like, damn, I need some pussy. I need some pussy. Like on like you're like a hamster on a wheel, just like pussy, 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 pussy. You're like, there's more to life than just that. Like, try to find something, and try to do something, and try to like expand your horizon on some shit. And it's like little stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with it. And like I said, we all learn that when we grow up because we're all young. We don't know any better. Like I said, at the age of 23, I didn't know any better. I was thinking with my dick hella hard, but now I actually have to think with my mind. So there's nothing wrong with that. It all comes with patience and experience when we're all growing up. So nobody is to be laughed at or shunned. It is what it is. But before I get off the randomness, before I get to the structure of the pod, rest in peace, Munch from Law and Order SVU. I think it was earlier within the week. I was like, I saw somebody say rest in peace, Munch, and I'm like, I know damn well this ain't who I think it was. I hope people were just saying rest in peace to the word Munch because it became a whole thing since Ice Spice came out. But they were actually talking about the actor Munch from Law and Order, and him passing away. And when I was like, damn, because when I looked at him, because the last episode that he was in, the last episode he was in, and I think it was like season 22 or whatever, you saw him. And I'm like, he looks really old. Like, he looks like old. But I was like, let me put it past. He's probably just super old. Ain't nothing wrong. And then like then when I found out he passed away, I was like, bruh, that hurts, man. That fucking hurts. And it gets crazy too, because like I was just I always watch Law and Order SVU, and I went back to like I didn't start on season 1 because like I forgot, because my sister started watching it again too, and she started on season 1. And I forgot a lot of stuff that happened, and like I was starting, and I'm like, damn, man. This is a great show, man. All these guys are older, and this shit was like mad old. Like, I found out that the not Stabler, but Olivia, I think in season 4, she was like 30 years old. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? You know how? No, season 6. I'm like, damn, nigga. They're on like season like 22, 23, nigga. You know how old that is? And like, she still is hot. But I'm like, damn. Bro, that's a long ass time, man. That's why I fucking love the show, man. The show's really good. And like, even when Munch is on the show, I was like, bro, this is some hard shit. I'm watching shit. Matter of fact, I'm watching him and Ice-T talk to this guy right now that they have held up. And he just, bro, this man didn't even look low key that old when it's out. Now, mind, this is like season 8. But this is like, bro, this shit hurts me. Because like we're losing like a lot of actors and a lot of people who played pivotal roles in our lives that we like really like. Shoot, like Will Ferrell. If whenever Will Ferrell passed away, I'm gonna be devastated, nigga. Will Ferrell has some movies that made my jaw lock. Pause. Shoot, Steve Harvey too. With the people who made me super laugh hard, I'm gonna have my heart is gonna hurt. Or just entertain me like really good, and like your content was the greatest thing ever, I'm gonna be stupid hurt. That's why even I know people are saying like, oh man, actors have it so easy or whatever, but they're still human beings. So you still have to value the lives that they have, and if they lose their lives, it's like damn, because they have families too. Like I'll use this for example, Chadwick Boseman. We all love Black Panther. Like nigga, like when Chadwick Boseman passed away, it was hard for a lot of people because to us he's Black Panther. He's the good guy, never did anything wrong to our eyes. But to the people who work with him, they got to meet him on like a personal level and like became family. Because if you record like a movie or a TV show, you be with people for like a year or some change. Shit, MCU, he was with them people for like 5-6 years, and like you were in a room full of people that you gonna be in a room for like 10 years making movies, and like one of them passed away. That's gonna hurt you. We sat because for 10 years. I don't know if it's 10 years, but we sat down, had a full conversation. It might be 10 years. I think Winter Soldier might be 10 years. No, was it Winter Soldier? Yeah. Yeah. Whenever that Bucky movie came out, yeah, like that if we were working that long and we've been together, we did all these movies together. That's definitely, I'm gonna definitely feel hurt if you pass on to the next life. I'm gonna be sick. So, still to this day, take heed and like appreciate the life that you have, man. I've talked to a bunch of people and they tell me a bunch of stuff about how they were going to need chemo, but they ended up not needing it. And I was like, thank the Lord. Or people who have chemo and had to get a new set of chemo because the old chemo was hurting them and they had to redo it to get some notes. So like, everybody's going through stuff. And I know I say this like a lot on this pod, but just take time and appreciate people. I'm getting to a point where I'm trying to change myself internally to a better person, and I definitely want to. And another person in my life is trying to change for the better too, and I'm happy for it too. And if you're hearing this and you know who you are, I do love you. I appreciate you taking time out to see that you can change for the better of yourself. But aside from my preachiness at the start of the pod, let's get into the start of it and get into the music. So for the past couple of weeks, Ice Spice has been taking up the internet for her verse in "Boy's a Liar" by Panthers. Let me make sure because I have the song. Pink Panthers, yes. And the verse wasn't bad. I think people are trying to I think people want every rapper to rap like Nicki Minaj or like J. Cole. Like just have like tons of metaphors and other shit and not just like rap on some fun shit or just have shit. Motherfuckers just want niggas just to be like serious all the time. And listen to it was the song. Actually, the song's not bad, low key. Like I heard it and I'm like, it's not bad. I'm not. And it's gonna be like a spring type of song since it's gonna be warm, so it's gonna be hard. And look, Ice Spice and the Pink Panthers girl look hot in it, so it's really good. And I think the Pink Panthers girl is UK girl, so a bunch of her stuff is like mad British type shit, and I think she flowed on it. The only part that I didn't have was like when she said did when she Ice Spice when she tried to when she put in her verse to like, I won't say fill in, but she tried to be cutesy and fill in. Yeah, and I feel like going back and looking at her old stuff compared to her new stuff, I could definitely tell that she wants to be like the cutesy girl rapper. Because hearing like her old stuff, and a bunch of other stuff, which people were making fun of like girl drill rappers. And I could understand it because some of it is like, bro, I'm not trying to hear that bullshit. And no disrespect, even when I was listening to Lola Brooks, I'm like, it's alright, man.
You are ass.
Like, I think I don't want to hear. I'm not saying that girls can't rap hardcore, but I'm not gonna be like first to listen to it. I guess that's what I'm trying to say, because I don't know, man. I'm just not into like girls say, I just pulled up with a semi-automatic. I'm like, all right, man. I'm not trying to fuck a girl with a semi-automatic. I'm trying to fuck on a girl who's like who listen to SZA or Doja Cat or Lupe Dulo or some chick, some of these fucking artsy girls. I'm not really trying to fuck like a hardcore girl. So, well, maybe an emo girl that likes headbanging music, but even then, it's like she's still not pulling up with the semi-automatic, even though she might be pulling up with the knife in her under her tongue, which is neither here nor there. But still, I'm into soft girls, not hardcore girls. But I think Ice Spice is gonna be here for a while, especially now that she's gonna have like a Nicki Minaj verse on a new song. So, and once she probably gets that verse, it's going up from there. So, if you didn't like Ice Spice before, I feel bad for you because she ain't leaving no time soon. With other music dropping, Don Toliver drops his new album this week, and I really fuck with Don Toliver because he does like the Travis Scott stuff because he's signed to him, but he does it more on the R&B tip. Pause. Which is I'm a fan of R&B, so I definitely want to hear him on his new album because his album before this one, Life of the Don, was really good. Like that's a good you and your girl driving in the night after like going out to the club and just getting drinks and just driving from home type music. It's real not club but nightclub hanging with your girl music, like R&B bar. Like it'd be a perfect R&B bar album. So, and I expect nothing less from it coming from the album. Its name of the album is called Love Sick, so I already know it's about to be hella R&B joints on that shit. I'm about to be crooning over some bitch I don't know and telling a bitch I don't love her, but I love her. And that's what I want out of my R&B albums. Perfect toxicity and telling your girl you love her. So it works both ways. Damn. But other than that, nothing really else happened except the bullshit of more snitching and niggas is like trying to like flip it or whatever. I don't know, man. I'm really getting tired of this whole snitching shit. Like ever since like went to court. Well, ever since 6ix9ine did it, it's been like a whole plethora of people been like, "Oh, I ain't snitch. Nah, nigga, I ain't snitch. I never snitch." And like T.I. recently got into it with Boosie because Boosie was like, "Oh, I can't do no album with no nigga that snitch, even if it is on your dead cousin." And it's like, I understand where Boosie's coming from, but Boosie, you like 40 years old, my nigga. You have like
This old ass nigga, man.
No, I don't think you have any grandkids. I think you just have kids. If you have grandkids, this is even crazier. Well, no, I think he does have grandkids. Well, this is even crazier. Like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, bro, I understand paper in this time where everybody's trying to be Mr. Paperwork and Mr. like, oh, I didn't tell. But like, nigga, like, bro, like, Lil Boosie is the last nigga who's gonna go to the hood. He even said himself, if you go back to the hood and it's a death sentence because they're gonna kill you. So I'm like, Lil Boosie, why would you give a fuck if niggas know if niggas care if you snitch or not? If you're not going back to your hood, and if you don't go back to your hood, why you care? And I understand it takes away from your credits being a street nigga, but like at this point, bro, you like pushing 50. You gotta throw that street nigga card away. Unless you Jay Prince and like you own the entire city, then yeah. But Lil Boosie, I can't say he runs the entire Louisiana, but bro, like, chill out, bro. Like, yes, T.I. snitch, whatever, bro. Like, T.I. is way past being a hood nigga now. Like, he's doing comedy and all that stuff. And I know there might be hood niggas in comedy, but nigga, no. Like, bro, T.I. is just not a hood nigga. T.I. stopped being a hood nigga the second time he got caught with those guns and started that T.I. and Tiny show, T.I. and the Family show, to get away from the bullshit of going to court and try to switch up his image in the world of the media world. So I know for sure that T.I., I'm not saying T.I. is like a super snitch. I'm not saying he's a snitch, but to this day and to this degree of caring about who snitch or not is like childish. Now, if you niggas were like in the early start of the game, I wouldn't even bat an eye. But right now, if you guys being the age you guys at, it's like whatever, bro.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp when he tryna get this money for the rent.
And other than that, nothing really happened in music. The only thing other happened that probably connects to music is Joe Budden and Nori was like shitting on podcasts that didn't like amount to anything, and they tried to like hide it under the masquerade that they were doing it for the money, and they thought they could get a whole lot of money, but they just backed out. But in the same instance, like, they tried, they failed, and they stopped. Now there's only so much time and money you can invest into a venture, and it's just not going anywhere. So, and even still to that degree, like, bro, like, I wouldn't even be clowning podcasts. Like, to what Joe said, I love shitting on niggas. I love shitting on niggas that fail. I'm like, what? Bro, that's so nasty. And I understand niggas is plotting on you, on your downfall, but bro, like, niggas claim that they're all like, I don't like this energy that's out there, like them niggas putting out or some shit like that. But you put that same energy out there yourself. And I'm like, bro, like, that's why I don't really like, how should I say this? When people say they're spiritual and or like, I can read energy, people's energy is off, I typically never like believe them, because nobody is a what's that shit called? Empath. You can't just sense niggas' energy. And I know people be like, I just felt something. Like, nigga, you probably felt your stomach bubbling because you didn't eat nothing. So miss with that shit. This whole vibes and shit like that, I already told you niggas, I really don't fuck with it, because niggas could say anything like, oh man, I can feel the vibes. Oh man, your vibes off. Like, nigga, you the one, like, how you gonna tell me my vibes off when you're doing the dirt? And that's how niggas hide behind that word vibe, because they'll be doing some dirt and say, oh man, you messing up my vibe. Like, no, I'm not. I'm just telling you, you're doing something stupid. So, yeah, man, just stupid shit like that. It's like, bro, what the fuck? And I think I don't know if I mentioned this, but Adidas wants Kanye West back. And like I said before, I wouldn't go back at all, because you guys going to sit there and suffer. So eat that. Nudi's going on tour. Tia Corinne from North Carolina is going on tour with Key Glock, and I think Key Glock drops a new album at the end of this month. I forgot. I think it's called Glockcloma or something, like Glockcloma 2 or 3 or something. I might be wrong. Nudie drops, like I said, Nudie drops a new song, Gumbo, this week. I think that's it really for people dropping stuff. I don't think anybody else is dropping any new music no time soon. But I do have some fire looses to give you guys before I move on to the next topic. So, 16 Chopper featuring Nardo Wick. It's by Skilly Bing. What the fuck is that name? But it's called 16 Chopper. I heard it from, like I said, I heard it from Instagram Reels. It was fire, so I downloaded it and give it a chance. Rocky Road Part 2 with Caleb Gordon and Alano Aiden is fire. Really good. SS Mercator, I'm the Biggest Bird. Hard as fuck. I don't know why I'm even repeating. I'm the biggest bird. I'm the biggest bird. That Boy's a Liar Part 1 and Part 2 is fire. Oh, Jay Cripps dropped an album after all this time. Jug Season. I haven't got to it. I think it dropped 5 days ago. I didn't get to it. I'm gonna get to it. And I think it's Max B's on this motherfucking album? The fuck? Okay, whatever. I don't know how he got ties with Max B, but whatever. Okay. Superstar Pride, Painting Pictures. That shit's that. I seen more jokes on this than the song, but the song's hard. It's this nigga with this weird ass cut. Think of it like this. Think of a mohawk, but instead in the front. No. Let me tell you about it.
What the fuck?
Take a mohawk, but take the front part on top of the head and put it more on the back. That's what kind of haircut he has. It's worse than that Texas haircut where they leave like a big ass chunk at the bottom and the back of your neck. It's worse than that. Like it's not. Fuck it, yeah, it's bad. It's like really bad. I don't know why I'm trying to like not saying it's bad, but it's horrible. Internet Money dropped the EP called We All Got It. I didn't hear it yet. Lucky and Destroy Your Loan. Matter of fact, it got everybody on here I fuck with. So I'm definitely going to get that too. BK the Ruler dropped Level 5 Part 1. It's 10 songs. And it's hard. I think I already heard like one on this. Two. Forever Part 2 and Pussy on FaceTime. And the question mark. I heard that. So it's 3 songs I heard off it already. I downloaded LMA's Heart on My Sleeve album. I don't know why I'm just getting to this. It's because I've been trying to find this one song that I hear on the radio a lot. I think it's called DFMU. Yeah. I've been like listening to that song because that song's fucking hard. And I love LMA because she, like I said, she's really good at singing. I really fuck with her. But I just couldn't really find songs that I can listen to, but that was one of them. Uncle Waffles EP, The Red Dragon. The Uncle Waffles, The Red Dragon EP. I think they're Spanish, if I'm not mistaken, because it looks like a Spanish names on this album. So definitely check that out if you're into like reggaeton party mix. Zay HD, Dig Dug, Seti J, Ginger, Swipey, The Intro, Dancer by Nasty G's, and I had to re-download ASAP Ant, The Interlude. This came out in 2018. I know it's old, but there was a song on there I had to go back, and it was fire as fuck. So, yeah. And I think I downloaded Floetic album, and Anthony Hamilton's album that he dropped this year, Love is the New Black, and Coming From Where I Came From. It's a song with Charlene on it. So, yeah, I downloaded some old and some new shit. So, if you guys want to listen to it, those are the names. And, yeah, but off of the music, I'm going to get to the video games. Normally, I get to the anime and manga, but a lot of new stuff dropped this week for fighting games in general, or games in general, I should say. So this week, Evo, I think it was either Evo or it was another competition. They raised $1 million in the awards for the tournament, and that's a big deal because I think that's the first time it ever hit $1 million. So with it being that, I think the future for fighting game tournaments is going to be higher. Because I don't even know if that was for Evo. I think that was for like I don't want to say prelude, but it was like to a big tournament. It was a pretty big Capcom tournament. I'm not mistaken. If it was a Capcom, was it a Capcom tournament? No, I think it was just a fighting game tournament in general. No, it was just a fighting tournament in general. Because I think when I get to it, I'll announce it. But yeah, them raising $1 million means Evo could be a good $2 million if they let it. Which it's good for the people playing these tournaments because a lot of these guys quit their jobs and just live in the practice, and they get paid to be sponsored. And a lot of that money that they get in these tournaments has to feed them and their families. And I know a lot of these OGs in the game, like Daigo, Justin Wong, and those guys in their generation, they ate. But now with this new generation, they're really going to eat. And you got to thank the OGs because they took risk, and I know damn well this is my first time seeing $1 million in a fighting game tournament. And for the people that did see this, like Yipes and them, this is a big thing because now kids in the next generation and next, they can get this money too. So it's not gonna be like, oh man, I'm struggling to get this and this. Nigga, if I work my ass off and actually do this the right way, I can win $1 million. And it just put a smile on my face because I wanted to be a fighting game. I wanted to be in the fighting games scene too. Like when I was young, I wanted to be like quit my job, go out and just go into fighting game tournaments and win and shit. But that's not how life goes sometimes. Now, it's not saying that you can't do that now, because I know there's plenty of guys that are old. I think Alex Valle is old and he's still playing tournaments, I believe. So, and John, is his name John? Or is it I think it is John. No, I'm thinking about the battle rapper John. Oops.
Stupid.
No, there's another dude. Fuck, I forgot his name. Damn, it was another dude. But nah, there's a lot of OGs that are still playing. I think Yipes is still playing, if I'm not mistaken.
That is not correct.
And I think Chris G is still playing. I think he's still playing. So like, and playing. So yeah, man, it's big. It's really, really big. Pause.
Hey, yo, what the
And speaking of Evo just announced their lineup for the games. And let me see. So the lineup is Street Fighter 6, Guilty Gear, Strive, Dragon Ball Z Fighters, Tekken 7, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which I'm gonna go back to it after I read this list.
I'm about to blow.
Mortal Kombat 11, Melty Love or Melty Blood. I'm stupid, and King of Fighters 14, which I was looking. I was like, oh shit, this is a pretty stat list, and Ultimate Marvel being back in the Evo is ridiculous. Now, I don't know if they're going to allow the mods, which they're probably not. So it's probably just going to run off the regular Ultimate Marvel, the base game. Because if they add in the mod system, holy shit, that might be ridiculous. That might be really ridiculous. And I think the cash prize is $25K. So yeah, it's going to get wild this summer for Evo. And I can't wait because they also announced Tekken 8's new character. Well, it's not new, but they introduced Kazi in Tekken 8. Boy, when I tell you, they gave that nigga so many new moves. And I didn't know niggas were complaining that they didn't know if you could sidestep in the game. Niggas thought it was just like a 2D game with some 3D aspects, but it was it had sidestepping. I guess in the game, know why I was sidestepping, because when the only sidestepping you saw, or I guess a different angle you saw them from, was when they did their heat combo, and then you saw Paul running, and it was at a different angle than from the side. Fire! But for what Kazuya's trailer showed, he has a new outfit. He has different he has the same combos. He has different moves. His heat rush move is him turning double gene, his devil form, and if I'm not mistaken, I think he performs a double gen move, and I think he still keeps his lasers. So I definitely want to know if you could transform out of double form when you go Kazuya. Well, we'll find out soon. Well, probably is, since that's his heat. So it's probably going to be in double form for a long amount of time. But Kaji looks great. He still looks like a powerhouse. It still looks like an asshole. I think his Electro Wind God Fist flows into his God Fist even better. So I can't wait to see what the other characters are like. I think that's all that we saw for him for Tekken 8. So until we get more fighting game news, I definitely will let you guys know. But in more in-game news, Hogwarts Legacy is doing well. Apparently, everybody and their mama loves the game. And that whole, if you buy the game, your transphobic bullshit is thrown out the water because niggas still buying the hell out of this game. Even though the game has its ups and downs, niggas still love it. So, I don't know. I don't know what niggas gonna be mad about. But I think really that's the only game that really dropped. Really. And it's not anything new or interesting coming in my way until June when Street Fighter 6 comes out. Oh, I'm wrong. Atomic Hearts came out, and I think it's just robot porn, but in a game form. But it's an actual game, and for what I see of it, there's a whole bunch of robo pussy.
Very naughty.
I'm about to bust.
In the game. So who knows? I don't know. That's I don't know. But I think that's it for the games, and I think I'm gonna go straight into the manga portions. So I'm gonna start this off with part 9 is officially out, and I still haven't read it yet. I'm still behind. I still have to read part 8, and I'm only like 10 chapters in. So I didn't read part 9 at all. I didn't look at I did look at part 9, and I did get some info, but I didn't like fully deep dive into it or read it. So the only thing I know is that part 9 is alternate timeline journal, and he sells drugs instead of not selling drugs. His name is Jojo, which is weird. Well, no, because Giorno, it could be Jojo, Dio. Yeah, you could get that off that. What else? He has a brother that's transgendered, so he's a girl.
Cap.
And they're not staying with humanoid stands.
Move this man.
They're sticking to the more robot, like, what stand was it that people could probably get, people could probably remember? It's going to be more of I want to say like a robotic stand, like Jodio stand. It's a big ass umbrella with giant legs.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
So I'm like, but I understand because in this alternate timeline dimension, I don't think humanoid stands are that. It's flip flop. So like in the first universe with the first 6 parts, it was more humanoid stands, and it was a lot less non-humanoid stands. And this dimension is more humanoid stands than humanoid stands. So I don't have no problem with that. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it at all. It's just like some of that stand didn't look the coolest. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I was like, it was cool. I'm not gonna hate on it. I'm gonna give it time because I love JoJo, and even though I'm not a big fan of the non-humanoid stands, I'm gonna give it time because it looked fire and I want to see what it's gonna be about. But so far, all we know is the name of the stand is called November Rain, and if you notice, the title of the episode is called "You Can't Stop the Rain," and it's not getting off of that song. It's Joe Dio's stand, November Rain, is either Guns and Roses November Rain or hold on, let me see. So yeah, normally it has like the references is connected to, but I didn't find it. So I think it is a reference to Guns N' Roses, November Rain. But I think the sister has a stand, and I forgot what her stand is. It's like some other weird shit, and I think her name is fucking wild too. And I'm trying to see, they're there. They're Joe stars. And I think there's a Higashika in the family. So I'm like, okay, so I guess it's, I don't know. I'm not Fizz Party, so I don't fucking know. All I know is Part 9 is out there officially. Thank God. It's a monthly series, so I got a couple months to catch up before I have to read it, and I'm like behind again. So here's hoping I get a chance to read it without any foibles or without people really, really, really fucking spoil it for me.
So shut up, bitch.
But now I have to read Part 8 faster because I just finished California King arc, and I think I'm going into, if I remember right, because I read Part 8, the first couple of chapters of Part 8, but I forgot what the fuck I stopped on, so I just going back. And I think I'm on the arc. I'm about to see Kira's mom. And I think that goes into us finding out who the maid is, and then going into what's that shit called? Who's gotta go? Oh, the Jojo Nut King Cole arc.
Very naughty.
That's an actual stand. I know is based on Nat King Cole. So, hey, take it like that. But I think that's all I remember after that. Because after Nut King Cole, I forget what happens after that. So yeah, that's the last thing I remember. And I think that's like chapter 20 or whatever, 25. So after that, I think I'm good on going without knowing what the fuck's going on for a while. So thank God I can read Part 8 and Part 9 is right here. So I know I don't have to rush, but I kind of want to because I didn't read enough of Part 8 not to like it, but I want to read it so I can get it and understand it so I can get my full-fledged opinion. Because even though I hated Part 6 not because of the story, it's because of I understand he wanted to do something new, but I was like, damn, not my niggas, not Jotaro. But with other new manga that I'm checking out, this new one called Tekkaichi, it's like another battle tournament manga, which is just like Record of Ragnarok, but it's based off not of gods and ancient warriors. It's just based off Japanese ancient warriors. Or there's one English white dude in there, but not no more because he's died. But that's neither here nor there. But it's a really good, super. Oh my god! It's only 24 chapters. 25 of them. There's 25 out. 24 are translated. One chapter is not. Bro, when I tell you, I went in blind. I didn't know what's going on. Check it out, bro. Every fight is so fucking good. The second to last fight before the current chapter, I didn't like that fight because that white dude was wilding, and the nigga he was fighting was even wilder. So I was like, I'm not really cool with that kind of fight. But that fight, that last fight before the current chapter, the Sword Saint versus like this giant built of a sumo wrestler, bro, that was the greatest fight I seen on paper. Like, I'm being dead ass. That shit was hard. I cannot. Oh my God. And the sword Saint gave him his sword, so now he's a sumo wrestler that could probably learn how to use a sword. Sold. Capital S, capital O, capital L, capital D. Sold. Sold. And the pseudo main character is Miyamoto Musashi, and I have beef because the Miyamoto Musashi I remember is from Baki, and he did some flagrant shit, almost killing all my niggas. But this Miyamoto Musashi is hardcore and battle hardened at the age of 17, and he's like a super. And this art the artist draws their characters when they're like in battle mode, just like how Soul Eater and Fire Force, well, the same thing, have weird eyes when they fight. Anytime you draw weird eyes when you're about to fight, I already know it's about to be hard. You ain't gotta tell me shit. That picture, you can just show me one panel with niggas not talking and show me a nigga about to fight doing some weird eye shit. I'm already sold. I already know it's about to be fire. You ain't gotta tell me shit. And we're not that far in the first round. We're in the preliminaries before we get to the semifinals, so it's not that far in there. The guy I really wanted to won, so I'm happy about that. So we'll have to wait. Hopefully not monthly, maybe bi-weekly for this. It looks like it's a monthly series, so I guess we'll have to wait till then. But getting into the shonen, One Piece is wild. Like wild as fuck. So not only did Luffy beat Lucci to a point where he has to respect him because he lost the fight even like without any like not drawbacks, without any what's that word? Effort, without any effort. So there's no choice. And I guess Zoro held his own against Kaku. 'Cause I can't breathe. But now that they locked them up, and the Seraphs, all the robot clones of the not supernovas, what's them niggas called? What's them niggas called? I can't even think of the names. Warlords, the old warlords of the sea. Damn. Yeah, after they made robot clones, is now Zoro and Luffy that have to fight Mihawk and S Bear and S Hawk. So, and since Luffy just got done fighting and he can't really go that hard, they have to let Lucci out. And the faces that they give Lucci and Kaku when they say, "Hey, last time we'll help you," because Lucci and Kaku just woke straight the fuck back up. And it's like, "Hey, you guys look like you don't need some help." Luffy and Zoro gave them niggas the same faces Whitebeard and Odin gave. It was like, huh? What the fuck? And it's like, why the hell would I let you niggas out? Kaku, I'm a little bit more trustworthy. Lucci, you literally have killed a whole boat of innocent men. I seen it, and you tried to kill Robin, so I definitely don't trust that. But with this chapter coming out early, you see that they did free him, and they did tag team and beat both of the Seraphs. And Oda disclaimed some of the notions that Gear 4 will not be shown again. Which, thank God, it was actually shown again because I am an avid supporter of Gear 4. And I'm glad he's not treating it like Super Saiyan 3 and we don't see it as often. Because I really like Super Saiyan 3, but because of energy and stamina reasons, we can't see that often. Whatever. But still to that, I was still happy to see Gear 4. And Zoro and Kaku teaming up, which I hope Lucci doesn't join. I know Lucci's not joining Luffy's crew. I know that for damn sure. But I hope the final war, I don't see Lucci and Kaku helping out Luffy, because if that happens, I'm gonna be really pissed. Like, my heart is gonna be in shutter mode if I see that shit. But the other half of the story of the chapter was basically Vegapunk being locked up and Bonnie still being on the island with these other CP agents that was taken a couple months ago and that nobody found at all. So who knows? Who knows? We might not never see those niggas again. I have never. Well, Vegapunk we're going to see again because the Navy sent out 100 battleships to take out Egghead Island. So who knows? I don't know. And Kizaru is on his way too. Well, after he gets done talking to Saturn. So who knows what's going to fucking happen? I don't. But here's hoping it doesn't get too crazy. Well, that's not even in the chapter because fucking what's my name? Shanks. We see Guy King Shanks at Elbaf, which I'm like, bro, how? I don't know what Shanks is doing. Because 1 minute Shanks is chilling with the girl and say next he's stopping Green Bull from terrorizing the Wano. And now he's just at Elbaf just chilling with giants. And what's even sicker is Kid's on his way to the island. Which is even the sickest part because how the fuck did Kid get the craziest route out of all the Law, Luffy, and himself? Like, he was supposed to go to Egghead Island, but he ended up going to Elbaf. Which, if Luffy would have went to Elbaf, that would have been crazy. But I'm glad he's going to meet Vegapunk to get some answers. Now, not only is Shanks ready to fight Kid and defend the Elbaf for whatever reason, you also fucking see the Brogdie and the other giant that knocked the merry-go off the island all those years back. And I'm thinking, like, how the fuck y'all niggas get from that island to Elbaf deep in the Grand Line? I don't fucking know. I really don't. Either y'all niggas, if y'all niggas didn't swim, and y'all niggas, well, if y'all niggas took a boat, that's sick. If y'all niggas swim, that's 3 times as sicker. That's so sick. I don't know how the niggas got there. They have to explain that. Like, they seriously have to explain that. That makes no motherfucking sense. Like, bro, like, what the fuck is going? I know it's the land of giants, but it's like, bro, why the fuck are y'all niggas even there? Like, y'all niggas wasn't even supposed to be there. Really? Was y'all?
We don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
I don't know. But Kid's on his way to fight Shanks. I have no fucking clue how this is going to end because I love Kid, but I know damn well Kid's not beating Shanks. Like, I know that. But we might see a Hockey Bloom moment for him, which here's hoping it happens because if not, he's fucked. Like, he needs to be, like, if not beat Shanks, learn how to do Conqueror's Infusion, which he probably might learn from. What's my man's name? Fuck. He might learn it from Shanks in the mid fight. I hope so. I really hope so because I don't think Shanks is going to kill Kid here. I really don't. I honestly do not think Shanks is going to kill Kid here.
Fucking dummy. Stupid ass niggas.
But that leads me into, well, no, I think I already discussed JJK. That Megumi guy's body taken. Oh, no. That's last week. This week, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, fucking Megumi is bitten off Angel's wing or arm and thrown her onto another building. So my hopes of Megumi saving my hopes of Yuta saving Angel was out the water. But we got a big pause. Not a big pause, but we got a big low-key glimpse of the future because we saw Yuji just jump like the Hulk from one building to the next and fight Sukuna. Which, in my mind, I'm like, that's low-key weird because he's not supposed to be, like, usually supposed to be super strong. Don't get me wrong. But to be able to stick up and to withstand all that damage to Sukuna, because Sukuna sliced Yuji up and was working on him. But Yuji was like going at him at like a super speed that I'd never seen before. Like even when he was getting chased by Yuta and he was fleeing for a nigga, he was moving faster than that. So it tells me one thing. Well, it tells me two things. One, from what Sukuna said, Kenjaku is a dirty man, which probably tells me that Yuji's just like Endeavor. His son, Yuji, is the prodigal son. And the other ones didn't live up to that standard. So Yuji doing all this crazy fighting moves when he doesn't have Sukuna in his body anymore tells me that he either mastered his body or the cursed womb technique inside of him is awakening with Sukuna leading and suppressing it, I believe. And is the chapter wasn't that long, really. It was just Yuji just really going at Sukuna, and Sukuna telling us that the reason why he's not at full power is because Megumi inside of him is stopping the flow of energy, which I hope. Well, we're on break next week, so never mind. We won't know. Yeah, we're on break. So yeah, that's depressing. That's really depressing. But Black Clover's on break too. Actually, I think everything is on break because of some type of festivity, I believe, in Japan. But I think Black Clover is the last of the manga for this week. But Black Clover has been on a tirade of getting trashed this week because of Ryu, the Shogun of the Land of Seas, has this weird looking Sharingan eye that lets him see to the weakness of his opponent. It looks like the Sharingan, but like the rings around the those little marks inside the eye are outside. So it's like blood blockade, where how the kid has those little his eyes, he can like bring them out and you can see them. In this, he can like see into the future, see the weaknesses, and he helps out the team fight the 5-headed monster, and Asta has to kill it because he's the only person with anti-magic. So even though I like the chapter, in when Black Clover has short chapters, there's a bunch of double pages, so it was like 9 pages. But it was a good chapter, and we finally get to see Ryu's ability, because I thought I didn't know what the hell that eye looked like. Now that I see it, it's really cool. But the problem I'm gonna have is I feel like it's gonna be taken by like some random nigga, and boom, Lucius has the all-seeing eye for some bullshit reason. So we'll find out in 2 weeks. I'm gonna get back to you guys. So probably next week I'm probably gonna talk to you guys about more part 8 that I've been reading. But I'm done with the manga portion. Let's get into the anime, which isn't a lot because I ain't really check out a lot, but let's get into it. Boruto is on hiatus until further notice. Now, let me not act like I'm happy because some people aren't going to be well, I guess those people who work on Boruto will probably work on something else. So I'm not championing Boruto not being in production in hopes people don't have a job. I'm doing that because in reference of me not liking Boruto. So yeah, not me not hating the people who make Boruto. So Boruto's on hiatus because it's getting too close to the manga. The manga is at the point where Boruto gets that scar on his eye from the first time we see Boruto when he's fighting Kawaki. He finally gets that scar. Naruto's in a different dimension with Hinata. Sasuke has one eye. He's less powerful. Kawaki's going around killing Boruto just because of some bullshit reasons. And that's it. I don't know anything else about Boruto because I don't read it. So have at thee.
Basura.
Attack on Titan, new scenes of Attack on Titan, the final season has been seen, and we see what's that nigga name? Levi give not Sasha, but the doctor that bump on the chest, and if you know what that means, you know what's gonna happen. And there's a bunch of other scenes. You see Eren with arms open in the sky saying, I'm free at last. So I'm not gonna speak. Well, fuck it, I'm gonna speak on it. It's basically that Doctor's gonna die trying to protect the people. Aaron's like envisioning himself as a kid looking down saying I'm free, but he's just like stepping on 80% of the world. So yeah, and I don't know where they're gonna stop at because I have no fucking clue. And Attack on Titan comes back in next week, so I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know. I fear One Piece dubbed might be in the exact same spot as Boruto because I think they're in Act 2 of Wano, which if they are, that means the dub is going to have to take like 2-3 years off. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny because they're really close. Because the last dub episode I seen was Kid and Luffy saying, I'm going to get you, Kaido. And I know to people that was like a year and a half ago, but a year and a half to some people because Japan takes a lot of breaks. And I don't know about if American takes breaks on their voice acting, but yeah, they are somewhat close. I don't know if they're closer than Boruto is, but they are close. So if you are just watched One Piece and dubbed, I fear you're probably not going to see a lot of the later stuff in dubbed. I noticed Blue Lock only has 7 episodes left, and my man Chigiri went to Isagi's team, and you are now about to witness the downfall of a hero and the rise of a villain? No, anti-hero. So if you know who that is, I'm not going to say who, but yeah, he's going to be anti-hero. It's going to be sad, but who knows? It might actually be like, well, no, it's going to be sad because I read some of it and he's kind of like almost like Borrow in a sense. So yeah, it's kind of like Borrow in a sense. So if you like more aggressive Borrow, then he's right up your alley. If not, I don't know what to tell you. And you know who the hero is that becomes not a hero. But I think last on the list, and this is not an anime, I think I'm not going to be watching Ant-Man 3. Well, I'm not going to be in a rush to run to go see Ant-Man 3. That's what I was saying. Because I think I'm so far behind. I think I haven't watched any Marvel movie past Endgame. And I didn't even see the last 2 Spider-Man, so yeah, there it goes. So I'm behind on a lot of shit. So I'm going to have to check. I'm going to have to watch a lot of Marvel movies. I might have to get Disney Plus and watch them all because I'm that far behind. I'm really that far behind. But I think that's it for everything on the pod. It's been a hectic, long week, but everything's looking brighter and better, hopefully. So thanks you guys for listening. Say la vie. Peace.
Yeah, that's right.
Easy, why you doing so?
We on cloud time, so spend it how you please. I'm on the run from you right in my fucking dreams. I don't want you to ever leave me, but if you do, I understand, said that's for me. We on cloud time, so spend it how you please. I'm on the run from you right in my fucking dreams. I don't want you to ever leave me, but if you do, I understand, said that's for me.